Moving into the wide receiver class for this 2024 NFL draft. This is deep, Max. This is deep.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, we're gonna have
Woo.
multiple fantasy relevant guys. If you're in a rookie fantasy football draft, oh my goodness, you don't need to worry about having a top five pick. You can pick at the end of the round and still snag up one of these receivers because there's a lot of them. There's a lot of receivers here, Max.
So
My
many.
number one guy, we've been waiting for him out of Ohio State, Marvin Harrison Jr. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
As Gus Johnson said, Maserati Marv. 6'3, 210 pounds. He's 21 years old. All 3 years at Ohio State. His last 2 years combined, 144 catches for 2,474 receiving yards and 28 touchdowns. 28 touchdowns in the
Wow.
last 2 years.
Wow.
16.9 career yards per reception. He is the first player in Ohio State football history to have two 1,000-yard receiving seasons. I got to see him last year at Notre Dame. He's a special talent. He's NFL ready. He's been NFL ready. Of course, his dad from the Colts. I know
Mm-hmm.
Indianapolis was salivating over him, but damn it, they're not going to get him. Fuck you, Colts. Marvin Harrison, my number one receiver for the 2024 NFL Draft.
Easily my number one as well. I was bragging about him potentially as the number one overall pick for the Bears if they were thinking
Yeah,
that they were going to keep Justin Fields, but then they
yeah.
made those drafts that, or I'm sorry, those uh sorry trades. Literally just went blank for out of nowhere. They they made those trades to get Keenan Allen and DJ. You know they have DJ Moore obviously, so that's not going to happen. We're looking at a top five pick in Marvin Harrison Jr., top three potentially. And this guy is a rare talent. I mean, I'm surprised that he only had 67 catches last season.
Yep.
Very shocked on that because this guy has glue. He's got sticky hands, Colbert. He got sticky hands on his fingers. That's a guy that you throw it to him, he's going to catch it. So can't wait to see what team what team he'll be on. I hope it's a good quarterback because I want him on my fantasy football team.
If I could throw out a destination for him, sitting there at number 4, needing a receiver, badly needing a receiver, the Arizona Cardinals. So
Mm,
I could see them snagging him at number 4 if they want a receiver there.
yes, yes.
My number 2 wide receiver for the 2024 NFL draft class. Now, I don't think it's going to be any surprise if this guy ends up being the
Yeah,
big dog. Okay.
agreed, agreed.
Out of LSU, 6 foot, 200 pounds, Malik Nabers. Okay.
Hmm.
Only 20 years old. His last 2 years combined, 161 receptions. That's 17 more than Harrison. For 2,586 yards, that's over 100 yards more than Harrison. Only 17 tutties. That's 11 less. 15.9 yards per reception for Malik Nabers. He had his school record, 189 career receptions. We know the receivers that LSU has been churning out here: Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry.
T. Higgins.
May I go on? I think T. Higgins was Clemson.
Oh, is it Clemson? I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry. My bad. My bad.
Malik Nabers, school record 189 career receptions and a school record 3,003 career receiving yards. He's got better numbers than all those guys. Malik Nabers, oh my goodness, he could be a top 5 pick. He could go number 5 to the Giants. I think the Giants are number 6. I'll look it up, but Giants are 5th or 6th. I could see him going to New York this year, Max.
Mm, that would suck if he went to New York with Danny Dimes. You excited about that? Excited
I
about
wouldn't.
that? That's
I
gonna
wouldn't
mess
be
up his
excited.
career. That's
I,
messing up
I
his career.
I think I'd be excited for Malik Nabers no matter what because I think he might be quarterback proof. If, in a couple years, he might be quarterback proof. It doesn't matter who's thrown to him. He's that kind of talent.
Oh, he's so good, man. He's so good, especially in this league. In the NFL, it's quarterbacks and wide receivers are the big time players now. Obviously, running backs are so important. You need a good running game, but it's turned into a passing league. There's no doubt about it. It's passing, and that if you're a running back that can catch the ball in the backfield, then you are on an entirely different level. But going back to the wide receiver and Malik Nabers, dude, 89 catches last year, 1569
Whoa,
yards,
whoa.
14 tutties, and he's got speed, man. This guy's bye-bye. Peace out. Like you better double team him, and even if you double team him, if he gets around you, whoo, bye-bye.
Yeah,
See ya.
yeah. Malik Nabers could very well be the best receiver in this draft. We got the Chargers picking fifth, Giants picking sixth. I could see him going either of those teams.
That'd be nice.
Titans picking seventh.
Oh man, that's what the Chargers should go for. By the way, we're bringing up the Chargers real quick. They got rid of Keenan Allen. Go get a wide receiver. Any of these guys that we're about to name, go get that for Justin Herbert.
Sure.
John Harbaugh is going to be thinking about that. I'm telling you right now.
Spent a first rounder on Quentin Johnston last year, receiver. So do they want to do that back to back? I don't know.
I would say yes, or unless no, they're not going to a first round running back. There's no way. Well, they're going for one of these guys. They're going for one of these guys.
Maybe need some defense in that division.
Their defense sucks.
My number 3 receiver for the 2024 NFL draft class. I think this guy could also be going in the top 10 from Washington. 6'3", 210 pounds, big body. Don't tell nobody. He's 21 years old. All 4 of his years with the Huskies, his last 2 years combined, 167 receptions. That's more than both Nabers and Harrison. For 2,785 receiving yards. That's more than both Nabers and Harrison. For 20 tutties, he's got a 15.3 career yards per reception, a school record 1,640 receiving yards this past season. Rome Odunze for Washington put up big numbers over the last 2 years, better numbers than Nabers and Harrison. You're a top 10 team right now. I'm looking at even the Chicago Bears at number 9. I'm looking at the New York Jets at number 10. Both of those teams could be looking at Rome Odunze. Max, where's he at for you?
I'm still looking at the Chargers. All right. If you don't get Malik Nabers, go get Rome Odunze and oh man, come on. The Chargers, they're an offensive team. Don't screw over Justin Herbert. Yeah. Justin Herbert is such an elite talent. Just give him someone to throw it to, and you have a chance.
Yeah. He's number 3 for you, though, Rome.
I'm sorry. He's also number 3 for me. Last season, he had 13 touchdowns, 92 catches in college. Freaking real.
It's a lot.
It's a big boy. Another guy that I hope that immediately he goes to a team that has a good quarterback that can throw it to him. Justin Herbert.
I could see him with the Jets. I could see him falling number 10.
Aaron Rodgers?
Maybe.
Aaron Rodgers be happy with that.
Maybe. A couple more receivers just to call out. Big time boys. Brian Thomas Jr., also from LSU. Oh, my goodness. Look out for him.
He's good, too. 17 touchdowns last season, if I'm not mistaken. Crazy.
Adonai Mitchell from Texas. Troy Franklin from Oregon. Ladd McConkey from Georgia. Keon Coleman from Florida State. Roman Wilson from Michigan. And Xavier Worthy from Texas. All those guys are going to be getting their names called. Max, I just looked at Mel Kiper, the ESPN guru, his mock draft before we got on here. He's got 7 receivers mocked in the first round.
Whew.
Now, the record for most receivers drafted in the first round was 2004 with 7, Larry Fitzgerald's year. 7 is the record. Do you think that can be broken this year? Can we get more than 7 wide receivers drafted in the first round?
Absolutely.
Best class ever.
I'm gonna agree with him. Best class ever. I don't know yet.
Remains to be seen.
Exactly. We got to see what these guys put up during the NFL season, and they will say that's the best class ever. But just looking at their numbers here in college, oh man, hard to beat. Hard to beat.
Yeah, a lot of receivers this year. If you need one, there's going to be plenty to choose from.